Hello and welcome to Chuck's Diecast Car and Model Reviews. Today we're taking a look at a model of the Jaguar E-type. Of course, the E-type is one of the most iconic sports cars, if not cars, ever made. I'm sure all of you know what the E-type is if you're watching this video. I got this model, gosh, well over 20 years ago. It's probably one of the first 10 or 12 die-cast models I ever bought, honestly. I'm sure I bought it over at now defunct KB Toys in the mall near where I used to work. And considering that it is a Bburago model, it's not bad. But it sure was dusty and dirty before I started this video. It was kind of filthy, kind of embarrassing, honestly. So I'm glad I dragged this one out just so I could clean it up. So anyway, the Jaguar E-type, as I mentioned, is one of the most iconic cars ever made, and its claim to fame was that it was the first production sports car, or car in general, to be able to reach 150 miles an hour. Had a 3.8 liter straight six in it that had about 260 horsepower, I think, something like that. And so not only was it, fast, but it was also just a gorgeous car. And also cost about half as much as a Ferrari at the time. So it was an incredible bargain when it came to a sports car as well. And I do think that this is a beautiful car. It's one of those sports cars that really I can't decide if I like the convertible or the hardtop better, because they both are just gorgeous cars. So let's go ahead and take a look at this model here. Now, again, it's a well-made model for a Bburago. I like the fact that the detailing here on the wheels, if I can get it in focus, is pretty good here. The center knockoffs are all right there, and it even has branding on the tires, as you can see there. And also you can see that it does have the hood lockdowns here as well. Of course, it is a Bburago and an old one, so the panel gaps are pretty gigantic, but again, not too bad considering the age of the model and the brand of the model. Now, this is a European version of the E-type, so it has the covered headlamps. The American versions had open headlamps due to, federal regulations. So the covered headlamp versions are definitely more desirable. Notice the headlights here on this model are sort of old-fashioned, of course, with the visible center peg in the headlights, so that's a bit unfortunate. But you can see that they did a decent job here for the Jaguar logo on the center bar that goes across the grill or the duct there for the radiator. And you can actually see the radiator back there as well. Nice job there with the decal for the license plate. And, turn signals look pretty good there as well. So, good job by Bburago in doing that. Taking a look at the rear of the car here, you will see, again, some pretty decent looking taillights there. And, of course, the exhaust looks very good too. So, not bad at all. One of the kind of neat things that I like about these coupes is that they have, let me see if I can get it open here. The rear hatch here opens sideways as opposed to, you know, front to back, which is kind of interesting feature of this car, and pretty decent looking there in the interior. By the way, when I did clean out this car, this interior was completely full of dust. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and open up these engine latches here, and we'll take a look at the old straight six engine here under the hood. And of course, E-types did not have an all chrome engine, okay? All of this is improperly colored, but at least it is there. You can see the 6 exhausts coming out of the engine, and on this side you can see the triple SU carbs and the airbox there as well. So if I were a really picky kind of guy, I would of course be doing what I can to detail and paint this engine, because as I said, the colors are all off on that. But other than that, let's go ahead and take a look at the interior of the car now. Actually, let me get the engine closed, and then we'll look at the interior. Okay, so let's go ahead and open these doors, and you will see not a huge amount of detail on the door panel. You will see, though, that they did a pretty decent job on the interior. I mean, there's some unnecessary chrome in there in the center console, but the steering wheel looks pretty good. The gauges on the dash look fine as well. And you can see in there the handbrake and the shifter. And if you go in from this side, again, you can get a better view of the center console. So not bad, really. They did a creditable job for a model I probably paid, $10, $12 for 20 years ago. So not a bad deal. So anyway, there you go. That is the E-type Jag by Bburago. And well, I hope you enjoyed this review. And if so, please go ahead and like and subscribe. Have a great day.